Okay. Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class. Day number 2, batch number 13, service now techno-functional training. Yesterday what we discussed is just a start point to understand about the technology which we use in ServiceNow that we called as a cloud computing, or only the cloud is the main concern or main point is cloud. Now, when we work in the industry, we need to be understand few more things. These few more things are kind of for rules, policies, or the best practice, I can say. I'm putting or intentionally here so that you can replace these words if required. Okay. Like in India, we say follow the traffic rule. Not India, in every place. If always take over by putting the deeper on. If you're going by walk, use the pedestrian lane only. These are not rules if I say. These are the best practice. Whenever you're driving the car, make sure you and the co-passengers must wear the seat belt. This can be a rule because it has a penalty. Why penalty? Because we did not follow it. So the government has to put some penalty on this part. Otherwise, it is a best practice. Don't overeat. It is a best practice. If you had your food, that's good. Don't think that it's very good, so I'm eating a lot. These are the best practices I can say here. Now the question comes, Atul, how these best practices are applicable or useful in our industry? Because we have to be think from that perspective, right? We have to be think from the this part only, best practice perspective. So now if I say our industry, specifically I'm talking about the IT industry as of now, not any other like healthcare or financials or insurance. No, I'm specifically talking about the IT industry. And in the IT industry, we follow these 4P: people, process, product, or partner. Someone say people, process, product, partner. Someone say people, process, product, and technology as well, or technology partners as well, or suppliers as well. Okay. Why these 4Ps are required? Because we need someone who can do this work. We need something on which we can do this work. We need someone who is specialized in that particular domain. You approach a lot of people that you want to do the ServiceNow training. But fortunately or unfortunately, you landed with me. No, Atul, I want to go with the training with you. It means you think that no, Atul is the right person. What type of training I'm looking for? Maybe if you're looking for technical training, I'm not the right person here. You're looking for some specialized in the technical part. So the people, the first P stands for the people. Who is the doer? Who has a skill? Who can get the training and who has the communication? So you and me are the people because we are the doer. It is not like that ki I'm sitting on a sofa and say, oh, I'm thirsty, I need water, and water come to my place. We have a doer. We have to be go, open the tap, put the glass, get the water. We have a skill that how much water need to fill. We are trained in this part. From the childhood, our parents trained us. If you want to drink a water, go there, there's a tap, or you can go that pot is there, you can go and get the water from there. We have a communication, way to communicate our things. Now, second P stands for the processes. What is process? How to do this particular work. We four are there, and I'm sure everybody know that how to make a cup of tea. Pattern can be process can be different. Maybe Eliza say, no, Atul, we don't we go to just that vending machine, put water, put milk, and it's done. But if I talk to Arnav or Sahil, no, no, sir, we have a different process. We take a utensil, put the water, boil it, then we put the cardamom, then we put the ginger, it more boil, then we put the sugar, we put the tea, then we put the milk, we boil, then we put in the glasses and we'll take it. So this is nothing, this is a process which includes some action. Until unless you will not boil the water, the tea will not a good one. If we boil, there will be changes happening. As soon as the water boil and then put the ginger and the cardamom in the water, the color start getting change of the water. Not water specifically, but it's getting the color from the these two components. Changes are there. With the process, we can make change. Then what is the goal of this particular process? I want to make a good cup of tea. Sometime happen. My wife is so tired. She says, no, no, no. Today you need to prepare a cup of tea, but make sure it should be a good one. No less sugar, no more sugar. Correct. And we do the activities. Activities are the small part of this particular process. Getting the utensils, getting the sugar bag, sorry, tea bag, the sugar, powder, sugar, getting the milk out from the refrigerator, putting the milk in the glass, putting the bottle in the back in the fridge. So these are the activities. Now, Sahil confused. Sir, I'm not looking for some household work. I'm looking for industry work, because these are the things which make you to work in the industry. When anybody approach me, I ask why you want to do this training. What is your goal? Then I tell, okay, if this is your goal, you have to do these things, activity, actions. Then the product, because we need something. If I tell you one good example, see how the things get invented and get changed. Earlier in the very old days, maybe 20-25 years back, only one landline phone available in the complete colony. Everybody know, maybe Eliza, you also know that in your area, only rich people, a few people, one or two people have only one phone in their house, and rest all the neighbors get the calls from their relatives on that number. We remember that landline number.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Then it is getting a little cheaper and a lot of people start applying for the phone. Okay, two people, three people, four people, five people, we still remember the phone numbers. But as soon as it's getting more familiar, more socializing, now everybody has a phone in his or her house. Now tell me how many of us even remember our parents' mobile number? If there's an emergency and you don't have a phone, it is very tough to be recall the right contact number. This is what we need the product. We need something to store that number. That is the tool here. ServiceNow is a platform. I can say ServiceNow is a tool because you are recording the things there. Now what happened as soon as mobile sorry, go ahead. Okay, so landline was there. People start forgetting the numbers. Then what happened in the tradition? People start buying the diaries from the market and keeping the phone numbers there in the diary. I still have 2 or 3 diaries at my home, even though we don't have a landline anymore now in our house, but still we have those diaries. Now, if you see the progress, earlier people buy the normal diaries. In emergency, it is tough to find out the name of Elizabeth. Maybe it is on the page number 2, maybe in the page number 5, page number 6, page number 10, page number 30. I have no idea. Then these industry also get changed. They start putting the bookmark in the right side. A, B, C, D. Why? So that you can get a more accurate result in emergency as well. So this is what the tool. They monitor it, they measure it, and they improve it. When this landline came in the picture, after some time, the caller ID landline came. It means if someone call you, you can see his or her number on the phone. Now people has a more need. No, if I call someone, I should be able to see that number as well, dialing number. Then it has been improved. And now we have a mobile phone where you just open the contact and save it. This is what the product do for us. We monitor that what is going on. It's working as per my expectation. We measure it and we improve it. Every customer, every client has some kind of a tool. They monitor, they measure, and they say we need improvement. You just take example of the mobile phone. Earlier we have a keyboard phones, small key buttons phone. Now we have a smartphone. What you cannot do in the mobile phone, tell me. From picture to video to making anything you can do on the mobile phone. This mobile phone take a job of an alarm clock. This mobile phone take a job of the cameras as well. This mobile phone take a job of the diaries, the memory. Earlier we remember the phone numbers. Our memory was sharp. Now I don't remember anybody's number. Truly speaking, I don't remember Sahil number. I don't remember Arnab number. I don't remember Eliza number. I remember only 2 or 3 numbers. One, my wife, my parents. That's all. And one of my old friend. Because that is still in the memory. Because we are improving it. And then we have a partner who are specialized in that particular domain. Here I can take example. There are a lot of good trainers in market who can teach very well, more than me in the industry. And I'm no guilty on that, but I'm not ashamed on to say this thing. There are a lot of people, but still you approach me, people approach me because you think, no, what type of content I'm looking for? He's the best right person. So we have a specialized here. We have a Salesforce, we have a ServiceNow, we have AWS, we have a Jira, we have a lot of companies are there, a lot of tools are there. We have a lot of partners, Microsoft, Google. They are the specialized supplier in that particular domain. iPhone, Amazon. So our industry work with this 4P. Clear till this point? Any doubt?
All clear, sir.
No doubt.
Good. Now let's understand this 4 terms and then we'll go for the ITIL4. This is a 4 words I can say. Okay. Service management, ITSM, and ITIL. Service we discussed yesterday. Enabling value, co-creation by outcome, and other things will be there. What is service management? How to manage this particular part is called the service management. Again, yesterday, remember that example? Arnav say, okay guys, let's go for a dinner with me. I'll take you in the best restaurant, which he tried, he tasted as well. Because he know that if my guests are special, then I cannot take a chance to go with the lower rating restaurant. And it says which has a specialized organization capability which provide the value. As I say, there are number of good trainers in market. But you think that no, I want to go on the technique, I want to go on the understand functional part, then we need to reach out to the author. This is what the specialized organization capability. Then ITSM, Information Technology Service Management. When we combine the IT with the services, then it become ITSM. It is nothing. It is saying that all the activities which you do starting from designing till delivering and supporting is a life cycle of ITSM. Refer to all the activities involved in designing, creating, delivering, supporting, and managing the IT services. That what need to do. Let's say example again. In Arnab house, he has a sister who is in age of marriage now. Marriage is a long process in India. It's like it is like a festival in itself in India, if I say, but it has a lot of phases. It's not like, okay, let's go and marry that guy. No, first they have a first phase of designing. Is my sister is ready for marriage? Her education has been completed. She is well qualified. She has a job. Let try to get a good boy for her. This is the first phase. You're designing it. You're putting your thoughts that what type of family we're looking for, where we are looking for, in India, outside India, in local, state, or somewhere else. Okay, this is the designing phase. Once this criteria has been done, then we go for the creating phase. We start searching. We start connecting with the relatives. Hey, my sister is ready or eligible for the marriage age now, and we're looking for a good boy or the groom. If you have someone known, let us know. They start their writing in the actions now. Maybe in the newspaper, they get a match, they have a meeting fix, and the creation part is done. Two phases done. Now delivery means actual marriage is happened now. In this phase, you decide the date, day, time, number of people you're inviting, destination, function menu, marriage cards, sweets, clothes, jewelry, everything you do in this particular part. Means in this part, you actually do everything which you create. Now you are using it, delivering it, making it happen actually. We are looking for a groom for my sister. Now it is we have a groom and we have a marriage on this particular day. This is what the delivering means. So marriage happened. Now it is supporting and managing. She settled in her in-laws house now, and we have a function. We go there, we treat them. We have a festival, we go there, we treat them. They're coming to us, meeting us. Now we are like a family. Earlier it was like a big relationship. Now we are two families sitting together. This is what the supporting and managing, because now she need to manage everything. If she's working, she need to manage the house as well, office as well, but kids as well, in-laws as well, husband as well, everybody she need to manage it. And it is a lifetime. It is a lifetime. Simple example, if you purchase a new house today, it doesn't mean that anything in this house will never go wrong. Maybe tomorrow tap is not working. Day after tomorrow, maybe switches are not working properly. After some time, gas stove is not working properly. Gas pipeline is not working properly. These things called the supporting and managing. It's a day-to-day life. You cannot what I can say, you cannot say no, this is not happening in my life. Everybody has this thing. So all this activity we defined in the ITSM. And what is ITIL? It says if you want to do these things, what are the best practice you need to follow? Definitely, if Arnab's ready for marriage, it doesn't mean that we can pick up a boy of age of 14 or 15. Definitely, if she's on 2023, then definitely we're looking for a groom for 24, 25 near about, or maybe 23 as well, but not less than that. This is what the best practice. And why it is says as the ITIL stands for the Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Why library? And again, these are the best practice I'm saying, not the rules, not the policies, not the regulations. Up to you. If you think that a guy of age 18 is perfect for your system, go ahead. Nobody's going to be stop you. But is it a best practice that you have to be decide? Why it is called library? Because when ITIL has been come into the existence, it has been written on the books, and it having approximately 35 books in the beginning. Then ITIL V2 come, ITIL V3 come. In the V3 they reduce the book count to 5. And now we are on the ITIL4. Please listen these words carefully. I'm not saying ITIL V4, I'm saying ITIL4. People generally say I done ITIL V4 foundation. There's nothing called ITIL V4. It is ITIL4 complete version they have launched now. So now we're going to be discuss that what this contain ITIL4 contain, because ServiceNow also follow the ITIL guidelines. Or in other words, I can say that ServiceNow is ITIL compliant tool or the platform or the application. Okay, so now to understand this part, let me come here and ITIL4. I follow this website only, guys. This one. Okay. So why we have introduced the new version of ITIL? Definitely there are some loopholes. Maybe there are some drawbacks. Maybe, or those lines or statements are getting older, which are no more applicable in today's world. So we are coming with the new one. Government changed some law time to time. Why? Because either the laws are getting older, or people are taking unnecessary benefit from that law, or the current situation is not no more compatible with that law and there is a need to be change that law. So what is the objective of this ITIL4? It says that in this particular part we have to be integrate framework and the approach. Framework can be, I can say my agile is kind of a framework, and what approach I have to be follow to make this model working. This is what the purpose or the objective of this particular ITIL4. Maybe I'm not discouraging or putting the demerits of the ITIL V3. ITIL V3 is a good one. I am ITIL V3 certified, but there are the things getting changed. It work in silos. ITIL V3 don't have business analyst or the business analysis as a practice, but ITIL4 has. This is the first one which I can say enhancement has been done in the ITIL4. And ITIL4 aims, because we are going on the technology part, digital part. So how this ITIL4 will support you in the digital services as well. Everywhere it's a digital now, right? You go anywhere. I mean, you can definitely, Elisa can echo with me. If you need to park your car on the roadside, there's a boxes of the kiosk or machines are there. You park your car, put your card number, put the card, and you can get the parking receipt automatically. And that parking receipt you have to put on your car so that if police came for checking, they know that you are doing the valid parking only. This is what digitalization, nothing else. But how these processes are working, these are the best practices following here. Okay, so now let's approach a little bit more here. The first and main purpose of ITIL4 is this. ITIL4 is a framework up to date, introducing a holistic approach to the service management and focusing on end-to-end service management from demand to value. These two words are the key factor in this ITIL4. I'll give you my example. I'm not sure that how many of you know, or maybe you heard this thing from my YouTube channel or not. During the COVID, not COVID, before, near about COVID only, maybe before COVID or sometime, that one of my friend approached me. Atul, you are creating the ServiceNow videos. Can you give me a ServiceNow training? And you will not believe that he carried approximately 20 plus years of experience. I said, come on, boss, you already have a good experience. Why are you looking for the training? No, I want to just get a refresh of the course. I said, okay, let me think. Because if some senior approach you, definitely we have a tendency to feel a little bit afraid. Why he's approaching me? If I'm not able to answer his query, then what will be happen? Fine. He approached me. I said, okay, give me some time. By the chance, one more people approached me. That Atul, please train one guy in ServiceNow. I said, maybe it's a destiny that they want. I set up a meeting, call these two guys together and say, okay, I can teach you, but it will be on the weekend class only. Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday, 2 hours. Okay. I didn't prepare any kind of agenda because I thought they are my friends. Even I did not charge as well. They're my friends. They're looking for some a refresh course in the service now. I started with what is service now, a basic 1 or 2 lines on that part. Table, SLA, notification, catalog, workflows, not workflow, for workflow, not the flows that time. And the course has been done in the 14 days. Okay, done. I'm happy. Okay, so something done. I put on the LinkedIn and I got a very good response. Atul, please start the second batch. Then I understand this word. There is a demand in the market of the content which I am providing it. Now I said, okay, I will start the batch, but I need little bit time more, approximately 1 month I need. Why? Because I have to do this part. The second batch is going to be very official batch for me. I put charges for that. I trained 13 people in this batch, in that batch, and it run for the 60 days. You cannot believe that. Because I done my homework earlier. I planned that what I have to be teach, what is the demand in the market and what value the people should get. This is what the ITIL4 says. I focus that people are approaching me. It means my content is very good. With the God grace. Content is good. Let me formalize it. I make proper agenda. It takes 3 days for me to understand that what I need to be teach. 3 days I make agenda. Then I decided that how much time I can spend on each particular part. And finally, when that batch is get over, it was COVID time that when I run this batch. And I was very happy that it ran for 60 days. That's the longest batch I run in my life till date. But I follow one thing. This is what end-to-end service management. I plan the exercises. I plan the examples. I plan the questions. I plan the quiz for that particular students. And with the time, it was second batch. Now I'm 13 batch. With the time I got all the things in my mind, I start recording that things. I start putting in the PPTs. Earlier I don't have any PPT. After second batch, I start PPT as well, because when people start approaching me, why should I spend time again and again? I start changing my agenda then. I add very advanced topics, but intention just to tell that this is what the purpose of ITIL4. If any business coming in the industry, they need to be understand that what is demand and what value I can give to my customers, and how this thing end to end can be done. What was the purpose? What was the objective for Arnab to looking a good groom for his sister? That she should be spend a happy married life. This is what the value they want to achieve, and what they have demand: a good human being, well qualified, well settled person. And for that, they have done everything from end to end. Starting from checking the profiles, making the profiles, reaching to the people, meeting with the people, deciding the things, and then finally they achieve this part. Now in the ITIL4, if I come down, two components are there. Number one is a 4-dimension model. It is nothing but it is similar to our 4 Ps only. And next is service value system. This is the important part. What it says, 4-dimension model. Dimension means where you can measure. Dimension something like that you can measure, right? A quantity, I can say, kind of things. It's a organization and the people. But what we have people. This is no, people cannot do the work alone. They need someone with them, and that is the organization and the people. The first pillar, the first model, dimension model. Then information and technology, because nowadays process cannot work alone. They need some technology. So they added this part. Without technology, you cannot proceed further. See the normal examples. I'm telling you these things that I'm sure that we already have seen these things. In the earlier days, if you go to the chemist and say, boss, can I get this medicine? He will go in the backside, he will check the number of drawers, then he will give you the medicine. In the current situation, if you go any good chemist shop, maybe Wellness 24, maybe Apollo, maybe some other things, they don't go in the background. You say, boss, I need this medicine. They check in their computer and they talk to the person and say, hey, right side door number 2, lower side, give me this 2 strips. This is what information and technology. Third, partner and suppliers. This one. They combined it. Partner and suppliers. There are two things. Supplier who can help me to supply this thing. Partner who can help me to co-create the value as well. Nowadays, companies are becoming partners. I'm ServiceNow partner, I'm Microsoft partner, I'm Google partner, I'm Amazon partner, I'm X partner, I'm Salesforce partner. Why partner? Because when you work in the partnership, you both creating the value and co-creating the value for each other. You both are growing together. Right? If tomorrow someone say, Atul, can I help you in this training? Let's become a partner. I can say yes. Because if someone is collaborating or becoming my partner, definitely I'm getting his contacts as well in my bucket now. And supply, no, Atul, I don't want to become a partner. I have few people, I can send it to you. Okay, that's fine. And finally, value stream and the processes. Value streams and the processes. Now what happened in the value stream? Because in an organization, there are a lot of departments. And in the department, there are a lot of teams which were unidentified, unknown in the previous days. And here we call them as a value stream. Who can bring the value, or to whom we can bring the value with the help of our model is value stream, and the process is this word. That what activity they want to do, what goal, what changes they want looking for. So we have this thing. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt?
Yes,
Good. Now, SES. SVS says, now I'm let me give example. Recently, on 23rd of August, we as an Indian feel proud because India sent a space in that rover on the moon. It landed successfully. The rover came, it put on go on the lunar surface and done the work. But do you think that this work has been done with by the one team? No. There are multiple teams involved who build that component. A small component. This is what the SVS says. That how all component activities of an organization work together to facilitate the value creation. The purpose of everybody who is working in that Chandrayaan-3 team is to make sure that our rover or lander must land properly on the lunar surface. And to achieve this, they have a 5 elements. Let me show you a picture here for this one. SVS. Easy to understand in this case. This. It is here. Service value system. Intention or the objective is this, from demand to value. But to achieve the demand to value, we must follow these 5 principles. Number 1 element is called the guiding principle. That how to build or what rules, regulations we need to follow to this point. Like we have a guiding principle for our batch. Everybody need to be attend the class on the daily basis. No good morning, no unnecessary jokes or any vulgar message should be go either in the Skype or either in the WhatsApp group. This is what the guiding principle. This is required, right? Follow the right lane when you're driving the car. This is a guiding principle. If you're not following, I have the governance. If you missed out the class more than 3 days, I will kick you out from the batch. If you put any unwanted, unnecessary message on the WhatsApp group, I can kick you out from the batch. If you are not following or driving the right lane or overspeed, you can be put in the fine as well or the penalty as well. This is what the governance is. It's required, right? It is required. Otherwise, things will never improve. Things will never change. Then practice. Practice makes a man perfect. What is practice? A set of people who are specialized in that area, in that domain. And I can give you the guarantee. Let's say if tomorrow Eliza says, I want to have a very good chicken or the meat. She will not go to any local restaurant. She will go only the specialized one because she know that that person's cook very well. There's not a single complaint on that part. This is what the practice. And why practice? Because he do the things on the regular basis. If you notice in your companies, we have a practices, ServiceNow practice, Salesforce practice, ITIL practice, Jira practice, transition practice, designing practice. What this means the people who are working or the resources who are working in that practice, they are specialized in that domain. They know each and everything of that particular stuff. And continual improvement. Example in front of you. From batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, things has been improved. From the batch 2, I learned one thing, that 60 days are too much. Even my participants getting bored. Atul, now just close this batch. We are tired now. I start improving these things. It was in Hindi. Now people demand, no, content is good, but we want in English. Okay, let me start in the English as well. So this is what the content improvement happened here. But do you think that this content improvement work a standalone? This is not the purpose of ITIL4. These 5 things work hand in hand. If I'm introducing a new principle, I have to put the governance as well. I have to put the people who know this part, and I have to be improved, check and monitor. In the ITL V3, there's a term called PDCA, post deploy check, and it's post or something, I forget. It's not post, maybe post. PDCA is a post deploy check and act. Now if I come back here, ITL4 introduced 34 practices, and see, it is a set of organizational resources designed to perform an objective. Same example I pick up from the Chandrayaan 3. 100 of people work in that, hundreds, not people is not right, 100 scientists work in that particular project. But everybody did not work for every module. They work on a specific module. Someone work on this rolling part. Someone work to design this particular rover. Someone work on designing this particular lander. This is what it says. Why you and me are not working? Because we don't have that specialized skill. If tomorrow we have that specialized skill practice, then we also can go for these kind of projects. Okay, but the problem comes that how to define these 34 practices. Because 34, by seeing the count 34, oh my god, 34. But if I say let's divide this 34 in the 3 categories. Journal management means which is applicable for everybody, for management level. Okay. Service management. If you're using, you can, if you're providing any services like this, you can use that practice. And finally, technical management. If you see in the journal management, you start any process, sorry, you start any business you just think, you have to do all these things. You have to do the strategy. You have to make a portfolio. You have to make an architecture. Think any example in your mind, any example. Let's say Arnab says, I want to start this thing, marriage or the wedding planner. Okay, you have to make a strategy. You have to make a portfolio that in the wedding planner, what you can do. Are you able to handle only the local stuff, or you can do the destination marriages as well? Then you need to see the architecture, that how to design this, up to what extent I can go. What is the financial services, how much money I need, workforce I need, continual improvement I need, risk. If tomorrow, like in the COVID situation, these kind of business completely go down, completely, because it's not, marriage is not happening, right? So the ITIL4 says that these are the general management, irrespective of your industry. You're going to be used these practices. Take example of our house. We are a family, right? We have a family. In the family, we have a strategy that how to make sure that our kids should study, good school, good education, how to improve the things in the house, how the financials can be improved, how I can share the knowledge with my kids, or how my parents can share the knowledge with me, how to build a good relationship with the other relatives, or at least the family bonding. This is what the journal management says. Then service management. And you will see that ITIL4 introduced this thing, business analysis as a practice. Because earlier it was not considered as a practice. हाँ, कोई भी कर लेगा. Anybody can become the business analyst. No, it's not like that. There are people who are certified, who are trained in these domains, who know. Generally, what happened that people think a BA work only to get the requirement. No, it's not like that. BA need to do a lot of things. I publish my course on the ServiceNow now learning platform about these things. If you get time, please go and watch. So this is business analysis is one of the thing. Designing is one of the practice, availability, capacity, monitoring. So as part of ServiceNow for this training, we are going to pick a few of the practices from here. And then we can discuss change, problem, release. See, they changed this word. It is not change management. It is change enablement. ITIL4 says change enablement, not the change management. How I can enable a change? They bring it as a change enablement here. And last, the technical services. Sorry, technical practices, deployment, infrastructure and the platform management, that who is managing this infra, who is managing this platform, and finally follow the SDLC lifecycle, software development and the management. It is important here. Clear everybody? Any doubt till this point?
No, all clear.
Good. Now the last part which has been pending here is called the this thing is gone. SVC and CVS, service value change. Yes, yes, here service value change. This is also, if you see here, service value system here, this one, service value chain. Under the SVS, service value system, we have a chain as well. See this one, if you see, we have this thing. This particular stuff has another process in itself, another, I can say, model in itself. So if I open this, what the service value chain says, what is the meaning of the, or what is the purpose of a chain? Chain is something which has small blocks, but they are keep or tied together, right? If you take example, maybe if you see something, let me show you here. See this. This is the one block. This is another block. This is one block. This is another block. Now they are tied with each other. It means ITIL4 says that if you want to improve your business, so not business, if you want to improve your services, then follow this SVS. SVS, sorry, SVS, under SVS we have a SVC. What it say? Intention is same, demand to value. Intention is same, but as they says, engage, design, build, deliver product and get the value. But to do these three things, always plan. For engagement, engagement of stakeholder, engagement of people, engagement of the different practices, plan, improve. If you're designing, plan, improve. If you're building, plan, improve. If you're delivering, plan and improve. Once you deliver it, product and services, plan that how to deliver the product and services and improve. Because ultimate goal, remember, is demand to value. This is what SVS say. It is not like that you can skip this part. That isn't they have designed like this. That you for the three things, you have to do these two steps. And to do these two steps, you have to follow these four things. Guiding principle, governance, practice and control improvement. These were missing in the ITIL V3. Or maybe they work in the silos. But here they make it and they combine it and they call it as a chain. And chain, as we see, this is what chain. If you take this block out, they are the two separate things. So make sure whenever we are working or discussing, we have to make sure that this thing need to follow. Or if you want to see a little bit more, you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then deliver it. But intention to plan and improve, plan and improve, plan and improve. The reason we have an agile as well. So and also so ITIL4 introduced a lot of new things as well. DevOps, agile as well in the practice. See. They support DevOps, they support lean, they support agile. And earlier we have outcomes, now we have a value. Because outcome can be anything, but value is more important here. Clear, everybody? Any doubt?
Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
So can we say the SVC is more like SDLC?
We can say, but it must accompany with these two things, plan and improve.
Okay.
And on the top, how to plan, we have to follow the guiding principles. We should be governance, we should have a practice, and we have a control improvement. Clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Good. Anything from Sahil, Arnav, from your side?
All good, sir.
Okay. Good. So now let me stop recording here and we'll take a quick attendance now. Okay.